grave.
Oh God. Greek grave. That's where we're off to.
Greek grave. Actually, that's not true. You would pronounce that word rake, I think.
Rake Graven.
And look at the place on the right hand side, Zeeland. There's a place called Zeeland.
Oh, but it isn't the big Zeeland that we know.
No, we're obviously not in Zeeland. Or no, we're going to Zeeland, but we're going to Graven, which is straight on. So let's do it, my love.
Off we go.
Excellent.
Seatbelts on. Looks like we're not going to need the umbrella this time. So.
Good afternoon, my friend, and welcome to the Dutch Way of Life, to the Hidden Holland road trip, nonetheless.
You are going to have to spin around very soon.
And you are tuned. Yeah, I'm going to spin around. And you are tuned in to this afternoon's road trip to the city of Graven. Apparently, I have to turn you round so you can see this. So have a look out the front window.
I pulled in so that you could get this view as we enter. So we're entering Graven in Brabant, and we're just a few minutes out of the centre, so you get to watch what the view is as we enter the fortified town of Graven.
Very nice.
We're going to drive over some of the remaining fortifications as well.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So if you just tuned in and you're joining us on the tour, then what you're looking at here is a beautiful old windmill. Are we driving past that?
We're going to drive past it.
Nice. Can you guys see that in the distance?
Yeah, we are going to in a minute. Oh, now, turbo roundabout.
This is a live road trip from the Netherlands. We're headed to the ancient fortified city of Graven on the border of North Brabant and Gelderland. And you are joining us, my friends, tuned in today for a virtual road trip. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you are with us. Put a little message in the chat, in the comments. Look at that.
Hey.
Beautiful, on the road to Graven, North Brabant. In fact, I've been there before. I stopped there at that windmill. I've taken a video of it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've been down this way before. So we're headed to Graven now, like I say. You spell that Grave, so basically like the word grave.
Yeah.
And we're going to be having a city walk, so get yourself comfortable because we've got about, what is it, like 2 minutes or so in the car?
Yeah.
It's a bit longer.
Just a few minutes until we hit the centre. We're going to drive over some of the fortifications on the outside, and then we're going to drive in and park at the new harbour,
yeah,
which is on the northwest side, I think.
Nice.
Unless I had the map the wrong way around. I'm not sure now.
Look at this, beautiful, isn't it?
Is that flowers?
I'm not sure. It's gorgeous Brabant landscape though. We're headed east basically, and we'd love to hear from you, like I said, if you're tuned in. I can see Caroline's with us, and Lizka, our leader, is also with us. Wow, look, they are flowers.
Oh wow, can you tell what they are? It's pink and orange.
They are pretty. Could be hollyhocks, for example.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I think they weren't quite as big as hollyhocks.
Great, so drop in a comment below the video. You're tuning to the Dutch Way of Life, and we are on our way to the fortified city of Graven for another live virtual tour here from the Netherlands. The whole point of the channel is to give you guys an experience of being here in the country and exploring and discovering what we call Hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Today we are being driven by Adele, who is driving very, very well, and we're coming through some of these lovely Dutch, specifically Brabant's roads lined with trees, lots and lots of fields on either side. You can see the corn is growing pretty high now.
Yeah.
And we are headed.
And in a few minutes we're going to be hopping out of the car and walking through the town of Graven.
So we usually have all sorts of people tuning in from all over the world. Look at those houses. We've got people from the USA and from Canada, from New Zealand. We've got Shane Conway from the UK. Stuart Husband from the UK as well. We've got loads of people with us.
Excellent.
So stay tuned, because this is just...
I hope we don't have Roger in the back causing a kerfuffle again.
I'm sure we don't. I'm sure he's behaving himself. This is the first part of the tour, because we wanted to give you an experience of what it's like to actually drive into the city of Graven. Graven is a very fascinating place. It was the site of actually 2 major battles during the Dutch revolt during the 80 Years' War. It's a beautiful fortified city, and not not only that, but it has one of the bridges that was featured in Bridge Too Far in the film A Bridge Too Far, which is based on the Operation Market Garden attack that happened by the Americans and the British after, well, just before the end of the war, sorry. So Graafs is the site of one of those bridges as well. We may or may not see that bridge. Oh, nice, look. Beautiful. We may or may not see the bridge, but we're going to focus on the city today because there is tons of
we've got
Renaissance architecture.
There's an arsenal coming up. We're going to see the arsenal and the museum there. We're going to see the centre, Zode Vartolini Centre. What will that be about, Bobby?
Well, that's all about basically Graafs was fortified as part of the waterline, which was the Dutch defence against invaders. They basically built fortified cities and then connected them via low land so that they could flood the low land whenever the enemies arrived. And there's a number of these water lines around the Netherlands.
Because Graafs is right on the river, isn't it?
It is. It's right on the border between Gelderland and North Brabant, so it should be interesting to see the place and to see the city and to see what's left. I did find this place completely by accident. Oh, look at that.
Here we go, coming into Graafs, there's the sign.
I found the place completely by accident, and I drove past and I just thought, holy moly, it looks so fascinating that we just had to take a visit there. So this is the first of 2 tours today from North Brabant. We've got Graafs coming up, well, now. And we'll be going,
we're there.
And we'll be going to the town of Uden at 5 PM for one of our Explorer Club members, Rosemary Saltzman. So hello Louise, hello Caroline, hello Paula, hello Ria, good to see you guys. Paul Fagan's with us, say hello to Paul.
Hey Paul!
Great to see you guys.
So we're about to cross the water of the fortifications, or moat it might be called. We're about to cross the moat and then we're going to turn left and drive along the fortifications and see what we can see.
Fantastic.
So it's sort of like a zigzaggy island in between 2 zigzaggy moats, from what I can tell. And here's the turn. So this is the moat here on the left.
Oh wow. And those are the walls of the city,
yeah, so that's the city over there.
Right.
And you can see over there the fort, that's what's left. Some of the fortifications don't exist anymore, but that is, you can see that. Can you see the pointy corner where the guy's fishing?
Yeah.
That's like one of the points of the sort of star shape that you often see.
Ah, yeah. Those are the city walls, is it?
Just got to squeeze past this van. Thank you very much.
Let's do a few shout-outs. We've got Maggie van Overveld joining us.
Hey,
we're going to be arriving in the city shortly. We're taking the scenic route.
Yes, we're driving along the old fortifications around the outskirts of, not outskirts.
Hello, Jenny. Hello, Louise.
Oh, Bobby, look forward.
Ooh, hello, CJ, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. Do drop in a little comment if you have just joined us, and we will do our very best to say hello to you. Look at this. We will be getting out of the car. This isn't a strictly live driving tour, by the way. We are having a city walk.
Yeah, we'll be getting out in a couple of minutes.
Oh, I should say hello to Yvonne de Kroon Lynch. Nice to see you, Yvonne.
Hey.
Bep Margaret Sipmer is also with us, all the way from Sacramento.
So you can see, maybe you can't see, on the left is water, and just behind the houses on the right is also water. We're going to come and have a look at this on foot towards the end of the tour.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to getting out. What's nice about the driving in together is you get to see some of the outskirts of the city and some of the houses and some of the buildings and get a feel of the place.
GW Lovendal Single. That's what we're on. GW Lovendal Single. And if you look on Google Maps, it's a zigzaggy strip of land. This is the old fortifications.
Oh really? So we're actually driving around the fortified.
Yeah, it's now got houses on it. So this is where the walls were.
This is fascinating. I'm sure it'll make a bit more sense when we get out of the car.
Yeah.
So a couple more minutes, guys.
Yep, so we're just going to head into the centre of Graafs now and get to the newer Haven.
Brilliant, brilliant. And if you do want us to say hi to you, I'm going to do my best to shout out everybody who says hello.
Well, there's a big gang.
The comments. And if you want us to say hello to anybody specifically in the Netherlands or anybody all around the world, you want to send them a little message, then please feel free to do so. You are watching the Hidden Holland Road Trip today. We're on a virtual tour of the city of Graafs, and we're going to be getting out shortly and walking around the city. Hello to Alida, Colleen. Hello to Donna Wilson Viesma.
Hey,
from
Donna.
tropical sunny Florida. Great to see you.
Nice.
Margaret Anthony is with us. Peggy's asking, why do they wrap the trees? I actually don't know, but maybe
I've
maybe
seen
one
that
of our
before.
members.
That's not the only place I've seen it. I wonder if. Do you know what? Because it was next to the water, and I wonder if there's beavers there, because the beavers often damage the trees.
Oh yeah,
near Pauline's house in Willemstad, they had beavers, and they knocked down loads of trees. They just scratch the sides until they fall.
Is this where we're parking?
Not on this one. We're going to the harbour. Well, unless there's nowhere at the harbour, and then we will come back here.
I see. Listen, if you know the city of Graafs, we'll be getting out shortly to see it. You spell it Grave. It's on the river, on the border between North Brabant and Gelderland. But if you know it, or you're from the town, or you were perhaps born here, or you visited here before, then we'd love to hear your experiences, your stories. And whilst we're walking through the city, please feel free to comment and share your feedback on the city as well. A lot of people, a lot of locals watch our tours, and they do love to read your comments. I don't know.
In front of that blue car, I'm going to go and see.
Okay.
And then if all else fails, I'll drop you off and I'll go and park at that other one.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
It looks like a decent place to park, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's other cars.
Shall I get out here?
Yeah.
We're parking next to the harbour, guys.
Yeah, I'll park up there.
Okay.
So this is the newer Hafen.
Right, sweet. Let's get out and continue the virtual tour.
Just got a seatbelt situation.
All right. You got my wallet? Wow, look. So check this out. We just got out of the car in Graafs, and Del's actually planned all this trip out for us, all this journey today into the city. So kudos to Adele. And here begins the walking part of the virtual tour. Ben Hackers has just joined us. Louise is still here. Celia Parr, all the way from the USA. Roger is here. Hello, Roger Green. Jennifer Schroeder says they usually put up those covers on the trees if they are doing construction. Thanks, Jennifer. Where's Adele parked? Oh yeah, she's there. Fantastic. If you have any questions while we're walking through the city, or you've got any information that you'd like to share, or you find that I say something that is factually incorrect, which happens quite regularly, then do feel free to share your feedback and your opinions in the comment section below the video. This is our vehicle. We've driven just over an hour over to Graafs. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Del looks great today. Let's just show you Del's outfit. Can we see your outfit?
Ta-da!
Oh my word.
It's really warm.
It is
Feels
warm,
really
isn't
warm.
it? And there are fortifications around the city. It dates back, I think the city rights dates back to the 1200s. Apparently one of the wives of William of Orange, William the Silent, was born here, Anna van Egmont. And it was the scene of two rather bloody sieges that happened during the Spanish Civil War. So we're hoping that we're going to find a little bit more information out about that, as well as see some of the original architecture and some of the buildings, just to sort of step back in time really and experience the history of this town. It's on one of the water lines here, so it was used as a defensive point. It was a fortification in all senses, so there is an arsenal. Is there a town hall?
There is a
Excellent.
town hall.
Excellent. Great, so let's get a move on. Where are we going first?
It looks a bit strange in the sun with an umbrella, but the heavens have opened
You just
more
do
than
not
once
know.
today.
You do not know.
We're going this way.
Okay. Let's do
along
it then.
the water.
Okay, let's go for
Along
it.
what's this river?
That is a very good point. One would have thought that we would have checked that out beforehand. Graafs is on the river. I want to say Vaal. I think it's the River Vaal. Look at that! What a beautiful view today, eh? So this is the old harbour, you say?
No, this is the newer.
Oh, this is the new harbour. Sorry, I got it wrong.
I'll let you off, Bobby. This one.
Okay, let's Let's keep walking, and if you are tuned in and this is the first time you've been with us, this is the Dutch Way of Life and the Hidden Holland Road Trip. My name's Bob Buckley.
And I'm Adele.
And we are dedicated to exploring and discovering what we call Hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam. Look at this, this is nice.
Oh, nice.
What we really want to do is show you the places and tell you the stories of areas that are not too known outside the Netherlands, places like Graafs and the other little villages that we visit. And
Meuse. River Meuse.
Oh, the Meuse.
Oh, Meuse.
Yeah.
M-E-U-S-E. M-E-U-S-E.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Meuse.
That's awesome.
Meuse. That's where we are.
If you're a fan of the channel, then you'll probably know that I am a big fan of the so-called vestingsteden, the fortified cities of the Netherlands. Look at this. Can you guys see that through the...
You can't beat a good vestingsteden, and that's where we are now. We're on the Havenstraat by the Nieuwe Haven.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And we're walking to the Markt, which I think you're going to like.
Louise is asking what's the yellow thing in front of us. I think that's a crane, isn't it, over the water?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Alida says you look amazing as usual.
Ah,
that is true.
Alida, the best thing about this skirt is it's got big pockets.
Hey,
so I can carry all my stuff in it.
Right.
Although not big enough for an umbrella. That would be asking too much.
Right, so we're dropping down here. Does this take us down into the old
We're
town?
sort of skirting along the edge of the water, and shortly we come out by the water again. There's a cafe there and a Markt, like a big port.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that before.
Archway.
Yeah. It's often the case with these older cities that they're quite modern on the outskirts, in the suburbs, as it were, and then as you get into the centre, you start to see much more of the older historical buildings.
And that is what is going to happen today.
And if you haven't said hi yet in the comments, do say... Do leave a little message with your name and your location and what time it is where you are in the world. It's always nice to hear from people, and who knows, there might be someone from your city or from your country that is also tuning in today.
Yeah, lots of people have made friends, or either made friends or reconnected with old friends through having a shared passion for the Netherlands.
Oh, look up ahead, I can see a bit of gezelligheid going on.
We're on the Roterstraat.
This must be...
As in Admiraal.
Look at this, Derek.
Michael Roter.
That is a nice view, look at that. Just about to enter the old city of Graafs here in North Brabant.
Oh, nice kerk. Oh, look, you can see the port already up ahead just round the corner.
Let's do it.
Oh, Colleen Walker says, I keep saying hello, but you don't say anything. Am I invisible today? Sorry, Colleen. Normally, when we're both on foot, we've got two pairs of eyes on the comments, so we can pick them up. But when I'm driving, unfortunately, Bob's got a much harder job to do on his own, so...
Sometimes we miss people, so we get a lot of comments, Colleen, so you're not invisible, it's just we don't always see people, but thank you for being persistent.
Hey!
We appreciate that.
If you persist, we will eventually spot one for sure, as you've proved. Hey, Betty de Jong's joined us, she says,
Betty.
made it!
Hello, Betty, look at this, just arrived in time.
And do you know what, 30 minutes ago, the rain was pelting down.
Check out this.
And for me, that's such Dutch weather. You never have to wait very long for a bit more sun.
Those bikes, beautiful. Probably a lovely area to do some cycling, I imagine, as well around here. Lots of water, lots of rivers. But here we are in Graafs. This is, what's this? The Glory restaurant.
Oh, nice.
Here, and it sort of spills out over here, and then we've got the
spot to it. Should we go and have a little look?
What's this?
Port?
What's this port called?
The Markt.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh, what
and
a
this is like what's it? Terrace colori.
That's what this is. Terrace. Oh, look down there. There's like a whole sort of waterfront.
Nice.
Shane
Let's take
loves,
a little look.
Shane loves how the new harmonises with the old.
Look at the size of those cruise ships.
They are beastie cruise ships.
I bet this is a spot for cruise liners to stop, you know, because it is a beautiful city. You guys are going to see shortly. I mean, we haven't been here yet on our own, but from what I've seen, it's an absolutely beautiful city, and it looks like these. I mean, Stuart Husband will be pleased seeing those lovely boats.
Yeah.
If you've ever been on a cruise this way, or you are a fan of cruising yourself here in the Netherlands, you probably haven't been able to do it recently for obvious reasons, but you can drop a little comment and tell us about your experiences. Are you doing good?
I am, yes.
Right, sweet.
Really nice and warm.
Where are we headed to next?
We're heading up this street now into the centre, past the church. And some other things.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, we've got Paul Fagan with us. And Stuart Husband says, yes, it is. He's enjoying seeing the cruise ships. They're waiting for you, Stuart.
Super.
Maybe not that specific one, but
Super.
the spirit of cruise ships.
Look at these buildings up here as well. How nice are they? This the street coming in, eh? So this is the Markt then on the left that we're on, and we're going to go up this street here.
That's the master out up there.
Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's. Is that the route we're taking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do it then.
Oh, it's nice. There's
Everybody's
a lot of people
sat
out on the bikes.
Very cosy. And you are watching the Hidden on a Road Trip live from Graafs here in North Brabant, the old fortified city. I can't wait to get into the actual older part and see some of these buildings and some of the remnants of history. And there is a museum.
Oh, nice! Look at that cafe.
Looks cozy. There is a museum as well, isn't there?
Yeah, that's where we're.
Do you think it'll be open?
Maybe Saturday afternoon.
What's
There's
that?
a load of motorbikes going past
is
up
it?
there. Yeah.
That is a cosy cafe bar. Listen, if you'd like to be sat out there right now,
Well,
then
funny you should say
tell
that.
us what you would be ordering.
Paula Ball has just said, "Oh, I would love to be sitting there on the terrace." Should we just have a sit down, Paula, instead? We don't need to see any town halls or any museums.
Let's keep walking. Keep going into the city. We are exploring and discovering today on this lovely Saturday in the city of Graafs. Holy smoke. Look on the left here.
They look well old. Jean Keller says, what a charming place.
This is beautiful. We're not even into the city proper
Van
yet.
Bast is loving the outdoor cafes. You do get a lot of that in the Netherlands. There's a real cafe culture.
Oh, 100%.
And even when it rains, because, you know, it does rain, not too seldomly, but you often have like all these umbrellas out, and then you can just sit under them and feel nice and extra gezellig.
Some people might be wondering.
Hay thing?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Some people might be wondering. Let's have a close look where everybody is, but it has been terrible weather.
Yeah, the rain's
but at least we have the
just
place to ourselves. Look at that up there on the side of the building. Del thinks that's for hay.
It looks like a holder for hay, but that would have to be an exceptionally tall horse, or one that had developed the skill of jumping, or piggybacking, horsey backing.
Okay, here we go. Nice flowers there.
She'd order a chocomel and a stroopwafel if she was in one of these.
Nice,
cafes.
Lauren, nice. Thanks for being with us. And again,
call.
if you've just tuned in and you're wondering what you're watching, we're exploring and discovering the city of Graafs in North Brabant today. We are winding our way, or should I say wending our way, into the city, into the old historical city centre, so we can have a look at some of the remnants of this fortified citadel that played a huge role in the 80 Years' War, apparently, against Spain when the Spanish occupied the Netherlands back in the 15 and the 1600s. Oh my word, look.
More cafes.
Look at this.
Oh, wow. Oh, I think we've just
Holy
found the
smoke.
gold. We've just hit the jackpot.
I wasn't expecting it so soon.
I thought we had to go a little bit further to...
Look at this.
Wow. wow. So this is the Markt. So this is the marketplace, Markt,
That
in
is
the centre of
nice.
Graafs, overlooked by the church. And if I'm not mistaken, over there I can spot some steps that look very tempting.
Are they the town hall steps, Adele?
Looks that way.
Wow, look at how beautiful this is.
Betty's saying it looks quiet for a Saturday afternoon. Well, I think it is a little bit quiet, so people are coming out now, but up until about 30 minutes ago, it was pouring down with rain.
It was lashing down.
And anyone sat here would have run for the hills.
Yeah,
Or,
that is true.
Not for the hills around here. You'd have a long run.
What a beautiful market square in this town. Wow. Oh my word, it's nicer than I thought it'd be. Listen, if you're enjoying it, drop a little comment, hit the like button.
Hey, Tove's joined
Give us a
from
reaction.
Finland. Good to see you, Tove.
Look at Graafs. I mean, that is beautiful.
This is the Markt, the market
We're
square.
going to have to take a nice slow walk through here. If you're enjoying the little stroll, then you know, just keep with us. Keep
Shane's saying
exploring.
I can picture this during the golden age.
Oh, Shane. I wish you were here. I wish everybody was here, to be honest with you. I wish that you guys could be here and we could do live tours together and, you know, live guided explorations.
We'd have to shout a lot louder for everyone to hear us.
Wow.
Colleen Walker is loving it with capital Loving. Hey, we've got Herman Berfelo with us. Hey, good to see you with us, Herman.
Nice.
He's saying nice that there's lots of places to sit out and have a drink.
Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Herman, Mr. Berfelo, over there in the USA. Look at this beautiful building.
It was we got to meet Herman last weekend on the Explorers Club meetup.
We did.
That was really nice.
Very happy to see you, and thank you, Herman, to your daughter for ordering a couple of our gilded pendants as well. We sent those out.
Yep, those are on the way, making their way over.
On the way to you, Herman. We will say hello to anybody who comments if we can spot you. We got Bert de Young all the way from Burnley.
Burnley in the north.
Wow.
North of
Should we walk round the
England.
church?
Oh, we could sneak through that. What about these steps though? Are we going to come back?
Oh, should we do steps first?
Well,
do you want steps first or church first? Or should we do steps first?
I don't. Ooh.
Steps.
What do we think?
Church.
Steps, church. We could loop around the church, maybe. Could do like a loop, sprint round the church.
No, I think you do the steps first. Yeah. Because this does look like the old town hall, if I'm not mistaken, of Graafs.
I mean, we have been mistaken before.
We have.
With our town hall assumptions.
We have.
It has been known.
Where were we when it was Nijmegen, wasn't it, where we got the town hall mixed up?
Yeah, we found massive steps. We thought it was the town hall, and then we found the actual town hall, and they were tiny steps.
Oh, look, sorry to interrupt you, sweet. This is the tourist info centre.
Oh. Yeah, look, het oude stadhuis. Right.
Sweet, and what does that say? Als je van vestingsteden houdt.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm coming.
We do like the vestingsteden, don't we?
That means if you love vestingsteden.
I love vestingsteden. Right, let's have a look at the old stadhouse. So, 15th century, restored in 1966. There was a town or a city scale, a prison, and for a short time the meat hall in this building here. Yeah, the meat hall where they used to sell all the meat.
Lauren Hill says, go on Adele, get your sprint on.
Go on then, we're ready.
Shane says,
this is
steps and speech.
I'll see
if I can work one out.
This is the tradition. So every Dutch city we visit that's got city rights has a town hall, an old town hall, and Del traditionally runs up the steps at everyone. Just a little victory for you there, sweetheart. That is great. Well done.
I made it.
Super. What a beautiful building this is. And then, come down the other side.
Speech is, let Vestingstad live forever.
I thought you were going to say let bygones be bygones there.
Let Vestingstad be Vestingstad.
Let's go. I love your speech. Well done. Paul Bass says victory, and Mickey Horth says hi to my mum from Uden. We're going to Uden in about 2 hours, Mickey, so stay with us.
Just less than 2 hours.
It's the second tour of the day. Should we continue walking?
Yes, I'm just thinking, do we want to
which is the best way now? So we could go right, couldn't we?
Yes.
And walk into the city there. That looks quite interesting as well.
Got the map here.
This wall here. Or we could walk around the church there. I mean, just to show you the church that's behind us, it's pretty impressive. Have a look at that. That is a beautiful church.
Yeah, do we want to do a loop around the church or head straight for the museum and... I forgot a minute, where's the museum and... Where's the weaponry?
Oh, the arsenal.
The arsenal.
Ah, we've got to find... Well, there's another little church over there. Anyone want to walk around the edge of this church here where we were before? That might be quite a nice little walk. If you want to look at the church, type the word church and then we'll have a look.
Already on it, Bob. Paul Fagan's already said around the church. Louise has said Grote Kerk.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
CJ Johnson is saying great view of the church.
If you've just tuned in, we are in the
says
city of Graafs in North Brabant. It's a beautiful old historic city and we're currently exploring. We just had a look at the town hall and we're now exploring this little alleyway.
Around the Grote Kerk.
In northern England you might call this a ginnel, although it's not quite a ginnel, is it? Look at that huge window. And as we come down this little... Is this actually... Can we actually get round here?
I think we can get round. Actually, have a quick look.
It gets a lot quieter and the wind has settled down a little bit. Okay, Caroline, Yvonne, Lauren, Nancy. Although Nancy wrote churros, I think she meant church.
Much further on, it's just some garages there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So we're just having a little look at this little ginnelly alleyway bit here. I mean, it's pretty beautiful before we move on and have a look at the rest of the city. Look at that.
Look at this. Hello! Look at me with all my phones. I've got so many pockets I can just have all of them.
And then this is the, what does it say, the Kerk Lona. What a beautiful building.
That is so nice.
With a step gable as well, look at that. If you have just tuned in, then please leave a comment and let us know you're here. Tell us where you're tuning in from, what your location is and what your name is, and we'll do our best to say hello to you. You are watching a live virtual tour on the Dutch Rail Life from the city of Graafs. We've never been here before. No,
and Elizabeth Primavera was asking, where is this place, Graafs? Nooit van gehoord.
Graafs.
She's never heard of it before.
It's fairly near...
It's in North Brabant.
Den Bosch. It's east of Den Bosch. South of Nijmegen, northeast of Uden. Oh yeah, maybe this one? East of Uden. Yeah?
Yeah, we want to go that way.
Okay.
Towards
follow you, let's
the
do
museum and the arsenal.
Oh, so I guess we're heading for another older part of the city, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Hello, Desiree Mulder, all the way from Ontario. We've got loads of people from Ontario in the house with us today. Wilma Sommers also here from Wisconsin. And Roxana Imam says, my dad and I are waiting.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what for. Let us know what you're waiting for, Roxana. Great to see you.
Oh, for the pendants.
Ah.
It's Ellen Bethelow's daughter, is it?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. But Roxana can tell us what she's waiting for in the comments. And if you'd like us to say hello to you, then you can drop a little comment as well below the video. This is like an interactive, immersive, intimate, virtual tour experience for those people who can't make it to the Netherlands. And you know, I've sort of got a belief that no one should be limited to seeing the world or seeing the Netherlands by where they are in the world. So it's our mission to bring you virtually to the Netherlands and to, in a way, give you a window into the place and to take you away from your usual life for a little bit of time every week or so and let you...
This is the Sodvatalini thing.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, look at this. So these are people from Graafs who lost their lives in the armed conflicts and peace missions from Graafs in World War II.
Yeah. time in this square is the Zoorvaartelini Bezoekcentrum.
Ah, can you see it
It's
anywhere?
not the florist over there.
Let's keep looking and keep finding. If you are following us on the map in Graafs, we're on the Toren Plain at the moment. Torenplein.
And this is the Toren, the tower.
It is. I'm going to just walk up here and then I'll show them. This looks like a way into the old city.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Look. That looks old city-like. Doesn't it? Hello, Helen Hexbar and Portia Roots. Sonia Durink has also joined us from Alberta.
Hello.
And Gordon Bowler Sims all the way from South Africa. Hello, Gordon. Good to see you. You doing all right, my love?
I am, yeah.
You look much better than I do. But at least I don't have to be on camera.
You definitely don't have a skirt on. But you do have pockets still. And those are the main things.
That very polite lady ringing her bell.
Yeah, nice.
All right, this looks like the
nice.
booty that we've been looking for. Ooh, look at this little alleyway here. That's rather cute, isn't it? Here in the city of Graafs,
nice.
Grave. Nice, isn't it? So we'll take a walk now, I think, and go look for the old arsenal and some of the older buildings in Graafs for the sort of second part of the tour. Stay tuned. If you've got yourself a drink, great. If you haven't, go get the kettle on, then rush back. You might be watching on your phone, so you don't have to rush anyway. Just take your phone with you. It's pretty simple. There's some lovely flowers here, though.
Yeah.
They made the city look beautiful, isn't it?
boxes.
Paula Ball's with us, one of our newest members of the Explorer Club.
Hey.
Hello, Paula. Great to
Asking
see
if
you.
she's the only New Zealander here today.
I don't know. Let's find out. Anybody else from
We'll
New
see.
Zealand? Paula.
Give Paula Ball a shout.
Paula, thank
Let
you
her
so
know.
much for joining the club. We really appreciate it. We sent you some details on joining the clubhouse, which is our private members group, and we will be sending your pack out on Monday morning. So great to see you all the way from New Zealand, Paula.
So we've got a choice now.
Go for it. Which way's the arsenal? That's what I want to know.
To the right.
To the right.
Well, it's sort of diagonally to the right.
Okay. And what's?
But we can loop that way if we want.
Well, should we ask these guys?
Yeah, what are we thinking?
Right, you give them the choice then.
The arsenal is that way.
So that's an old building where they
Or
used
we
to keep
can
the
look-
weapons for the city.
Yeah, and then the museum is near it as well.
Yep.
Or we can loop around this way, which looks to go slightly more through the centre a little bit.
So we
Little
can go
bit further.
left.
Or head straight to the arsenal and see what
All
we
right.
find.
Right. So you guys get to choose now. I'll just show you. You can either go left that way. If you want to do that, you can type the word left.
Is that rain?
Or you
Or
can
is it
go
just the tree?
right this way. It's rain.
God, he's chucking it down!
Let's get the brolly up. We can go right that way as it starts to rain and try and find the arsenal while
There you go.
we're still dry and cosy. So let us know what you want to do in the comments. Lauren's saying left, Jean's saying right, Alida saying left, Betty's saying left.
Okay, so we've got a few more left. Tina Darling's also saying left.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's Christy Meres is
It's
also
unequivocal
saying
so
left.
far, isn't it? We're going to
Yeah,
go this way.
we've only
is
got
it?
a couple. Oh, Roger said left, please. We can't say no to that.
Right, let's do it. It has started to rain, so
Yeah.
do you want to come under the umbrella?
I can get my poncho out. I might do that.
The noise that you can hear right now is the rain on said umbrella.
This is going to look.
Hopefully your viewing pleasure won't be too much distracted by the rain. But again, this is all about having a live experience, and Lord only knows it rains quite a bit in the Netherlands. So we might as well experience the full Monty. I mean, look at this. It looks like it's gonna chuck it down.
Boom!
Holy moly, you've transformed into a oranjebaum. Right, let's do it. So we're in Graafs again, the city right on the outskirts of North Brabant. Beautiful old fortified town. That looks rather nice, doesn't it? And we're exploring, looking for the old arsenal and some of the older buildings in the city. But really, you know, the walk is more important than the destination. You know, to get an experience of the place is more important than an agenda for us. And you know, this is very Dutch.
And it was, as you've seen, and this is the true experience of the Dutch weather. And this is what Dutch weather is to me, that Yeah. One minute it's sunny, the next minute it's raining, and you've just got to be ready. Take the opportunity when the sun comes out.
Absolutely. Let's just look at down St Joris Straat. You can see the rain glinting off the pavement now, can't you? Okay, let's keep walking.
Oh, we've got quite a few nice comments about the poncho. Lauren Hill says I look super Dutch. Shane says a very fitting poncho. Not slim fitting. Oh wow! Look,
it's a lovely street,
on the
isn't
right
it?
has got stars built into the brickwork.
Look at that, that's beautiful. If you do spot something that you particularly like or you find interesting, you can type the word stop and we will stop. You are a little bit delayed, you're about 30 seconds delayed, but the whole point of these walks is that you guys get to sort of have a next best thing experience of being in the country. So many people aren't able to make it here to the country right now for whatever reason, and even when people do come, oftentimes you end up going to the same old places and seeing the same old things. And what we've been trying to do for the last couple of years is show the world that the Netherlands is much more than Amsterdam and the Randstad and all the sort of the built-up areas. There's lots more to see when you leave those areas and you come down to this part of the country. It's absolutely beautiful. So
I think we're done with the rain. I think that was it.
Was that it?
Oh, look at down there.
Ooh, so these, do you want to take that?
Yeah.
It looks like a real typical fortified city. Gorkum is a little bit like this. There's just lots of streets, often in quite a specific form, but you can't see it when you're walking. Lots of streets lined with very old buildings. And it's just nice to stand here and, you know, imagine how it must have been, you know, 200, 300, 400 years ago when some of these buildings were constructed. So, what do you think of the city of Graaf? I asked you at the beginning to leave a bit of feedback, mainly because we get a lot of locals who watch the show, and it's always exciting for those people who live here to see how those people from outside the country view their place, right?
Yes.
We always get some great comments from locals.
Yeah.
So leave a little comment now, leave your feedback and tell us what you think of Graaf, whether it's your type of place.
Right.
Okay, let's do it. Whether it's your type of place, a type of place you might come for a day trip. There's lots of gorgeous looking cafes and restaurants sort of nestled in this historical, it's almost like a film setting in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go along here, and then just on the.
I love the fact that you've got the route this time. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, is this the Arsenal? So it says there's 2 points that say Het Arsenal on the map.
Okay, this looks Arsenal-ish.
So we
What
follow
does that
this
say?
back
Yeah, look.
and then turn left at the top.
What's that street sign say there? We're looking for the Arsenal, which was the place they used to keep the weapons. Look, Boreel de Morenjostraat. That's a strange word. Look at that old building. That's gorgeous, eh?
That is it. That looks like something from Tuscany.
It does. It does. A Tuscan bat. For all you Monty Python fans out there. For the rest of you, you've got no idea what a Tuscan bat is, have you? Well, there you go. You can go Google it. All right, let's.
Shane says, "I bet
keep
properties, both old and new, are highly sought after there."
I don't doubt it.
So,
I don't doubt it. I mean, property prices right now in the Netherlands are sky high anyway. But I imagine in places like this, property prices are quite high. I mean, there's a lot of social housing here in the Netherlands too. Don't forget. So it's not that, you know, if you can't afford a high-priced property, you can't live here. But yeah, for sure the property prices are high. So where are we headed to now then?
We're turning left, and then the Arsenal is just here.
Oh, nice. This is St Joris Straat. Can you guys see that? Anyone see the sign on the building there? Anybody watching know who St. Joris was? St. Joris, obviously a saint, but who was he? St. Joris. Tell us the story of St. Joris in the comments if you know it.
Paul the Ball's saying, beautiful place. I've said it before. It's getting difficult to choose where to live each time you guys do another tour.
Well, hopefully we can show you as many places as possible, and then you can chat about it with us in the clubhouse and on the forum, Paul. I mean, that's the sort of the whole point of the club, that you know, the fact that you joined up the other day. You know, have a look at some places, ask us questions. You know, we don't only do virtual tours for our members, but we also give advice, and we plan holidays and relocations and whatnot with our members. So do feel free to drop any questions you might have.
Hang on, I need to get my poncho off.
Is this called the House of Inspiration? Needham. Look at that.
Get my poncho off.
Fascinating.
Whoop. There we go.
Wow.
Let me refer back to the route. I think this is the Arsenal
raining again.
on the map.
No, it looks like the Arsenal. It looks a lot like an Arsenal. Can I have the umbrella?
Yeah. I think this is the old Arsenal here. That's what.
Well, it would make sense because the Arsenal was often next to the city walls, and if I'm not mistaken, these are the city walls here. Is that right?
Yeah.
You can see how the walls go up there, so it's not often you see hills.
Let's go up.
Oh, that might be part of the Arsenal as well, mate. Hello, Ursula Betchinger, you've just joined us all the way from Manitoba, and Diana Conroy as well is with us, saying keep up the good work. Thanks,
Hey.
Diana. Jack Brackman's with us, and Maria Elena Riff-Spear said, I want to keep watching, but I have to pop out to visit my mum. Well, you can always watch the replay.
Well, give your mum our love.
Do say hi to your mum, Elena.
Does that look like an Arsenal? That way.
Sorry.
Hey. Does that look like an Arsenal to you?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, that.
I don't know what makes it Arsenal. That looks quite like an Arsenal as well. This looks like a place you may well have kept weapons, doesn't it?
Would you keep your weapons here?
I probably would. I bet Shane would as well. Let's go up to the top of the walls anyway and see what we can see, and then maybe you can get an idea of, or we can get an idea of the location of Graafs and what the surrounding areas are like. Caroline's like, rain on the lens.
Should I try and
It's alright, I know there's rain on the lens, Caroline. No, we're just going to leave it. It evaporates eventually.
Should we go up here and see? Do you know what I'm thinking? I mean, so these must be the fortifications, because you're not often walking up a hill in the Netherlands. Certainly not in this part of the Netherlands.
It's quite high. Yeah, there's the Arsenal for you.
Oh, what a view spot!
Woo! Check this out. So we're up on the walls of the city. It is high, man.
This is one mean fortification. You never get this high up in the Netherlands.
Well, maybe in Limburg.
No, yeah, I mean in this spot, in this area.
Yeah. Look at that. Fantastic. Do drop a comment if you're here with us. Astrid Norke says, according to Google, St. Joris is Dutch for St. George. That is 100% correct. Well done, Astrid Norque. And if we turn round, we were looking for the Arsenal, weren't we? Oh, I think Dell's found it there. Can you see that thing built into the ground? Well, this would have, I'm pretty sure, would have been part of the fortifications. See that down there?
Lauren Hills just said, if you're walking up a hill, you're walking up a dike. And that is often the case, because there are a lot more dikes than there are fortifications.
Wow, look at that.
I guess it sort of, does it serve a similar purpose to a dike? It does protect against, no, actually it doesn't protect against the water.
Fortifications were about...
It's on the opposite side of the city to the water.
That's it. Look at that, it's fantastic. Hello, Scott. Scott Ingram's just joined us.
Hey.
Good to see you, my friend. Carol Zoma's with us. Okay, we want to walk back into the centre of town now.
Yeah?
We've walked out to the city walls.
Yeah.
Checked out the Arsenal.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could see any more up there, but maybe not.
Do you want to have a look up there? Is it worth it?
Could see if we could get to the water that way.
Yeah, let's have a look. Although I don't think there's any water that way.
Like where we came in.
Uh-huh. Do you want to have a look?
Should I run and have a look?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. Maria says, a quick note, my husband's grandfather was born in Haarlem. Are there older videos exploring Haarlem? There are some videos, yeah, we did a couple of tours from Haarlem, Maria Elena, and if you are interested in sending us to Haarlem, then you might want to consider joining the Explorers Club, and then you can send us anywhere you want and you can plan the tour with us, and we'll actually show the places that you would like to see, so we can go to your father's place of birth and whatnot. But there are definitely at least 3 free tours from Haarlem on the page that you can go and check out.
Mr.
Absolutely.
Van Bast says,
Look at
highest point in Holland. I can see England from there.
Holy mackerel, look at this
here
stuff.
we go. We've got a bit of an info
Wow.
thing.
Look at that view.
That is some
Is
gorgeous
that's the
buildings.
church we were just stood in front of, isn't it?
Yep, that's the church that's by the Markt.
That is outstanding. Let's look a little bit closer at that, shall we?
Do you want me to get the brelly?
That was smooth zooming from me then.
It's hard to hold the umbrella and navigate.
So that is the church in the centre of Grave, and we're literally looking across to it. And do you remember when we looked up, we were stood in the centre of the town and we looked up and I showed you the church? Well, that is said church.
Oh look, there's a group of people over there having a tour, it looks like.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So we must be on the right tour spot.
We must definitely be on the right tour spot here. Look, we got there before them. Super. And if you have just tuned in, you are watching a virtual tour live from the city of Grave in the Netherlands with me and Adele.
Yes!
And we're here for the afternoon, and in approximately, I think it's about 5 p.m, we'll be doing our second tour from the city of Uden.
5 p.m. Central European time, which is in
Look at the rooftops.
just over 1 hour.
Look at the rooftops,
We'll be
Deli.
in Uden.
Deli.
Yeah.
When you stand here and just look over. Oh, that is a scene, isn't it?
It is rare to have such a view in this area. I am really enjoying it. It does feel like a real hill, but it is just man-made fortifications, isn't it? There won't be a hill here, will there?
No, this is just a fortification. So you have a fortification around the land side of the town, and then you would have had the city gates and the walls on the water side of the town as well. And like I say, if you want to check out the history of Grave, go take a look at the siege of Grave. There were 2 of them, one in the 1500s and one in the 1600s, both between the Dutch Republic and the Spanish occupying forces of King Philip II. And Grave was the site of 2 serious sieges. A lot of people don't realise that about the Netherlands, that for 80 years it was under a constant state of war. In fact, quite a lot longer than that. And so a great deal of the country has been built with defence in mind.
Guess where we've ended up?
Go on.
Museum!
Oh, is that the museum?
That was the plan.
Is this it?
That was
No,
the
there
plan,
it is.
But then we went a bit off track.
There it is.
I got confused where we were.
It's the Graafs Museum here in Grave. Fantastic. So if you've made it here, blooming well done to you. And if you've just tuned in, then you made it in time. You're watching the Dutch Way of Life Hidden Holland road trip, and we've made it to the museum in Grave. Christy Marie says it looks like an old film set from an old movie. It certainly does.
Yeah, this whole area, the museum, and then up on the fortifications up there. Can you see the cannon as well?
Oh, nice. So the museum is currently open. There is a big cannon there, obviously from the times when Grave was a fort. Should we try and have a look in the museum?
See what we can know.
See what we can find.
It looks like there's a bit of a courtyard here. Betty de Jong is loving all the greenery. You do often find that where there's fortifications, they're often covered in all sorts of greenery.
Can I just say goodbye to Paul, who's off now, Paul Fagan. He has to drop off now, and he's off to work till 6 a.m. in the morning. So, Paul, thank you, my friend. Good to see you.
Don't work too hard, Paul.
Right, so what is this then? The Het Graafs Museum. No, this is the Stad Museum, but there's also a Graafs Museum inside. Shall we have a look in?
Oh, wow, double museum.
Who wants to go in the museum?
I just tripped.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. You'll hear the acoustics in a second.
Hey, Roxana and her dad are loving the tour. Hello, Roxana's dad. Great to see you, my friend.
Oh, great.
Wow, look at this.
Place.
So this is the museum in Graafs. That looks like an old fighter from the 80 Years' War there. Look at that guy.